If you start to feel seasick, ready? And away we go!
Illusion shattered!
Here we are, the training grounds for Watatsumi. Right now, the resistance is predominantly made up of local soldiers from Some of them are fighting with the Shogun's army in Tatarasuna, and some of them are stationed here on the—
Did you used to train here too?
Yep. Unfortunately, I had to join the fight in Tatarasuna before I'll be staying here for now. If you need me for anything, just come here. If I'm not around, just write a note and stick it on the wall. As soon as I see it, I'll come. Shoot! It's nearly time for the appointment with Her Excellency. I'll have to show you around Watatsumi Island some other time. For now,
So, Sangonomiya is the... Food supplies are the absolute top priority, period. We cannot afford any with the conflict between us and the Shogun's army getting more intense by the day. We
Understood. I will think of a way.
take heart. We have a fresh batch of supplies in hand, and I'm working on expanding the army. I appreciate that the lack of manpower has been hard on all of...
We're expanding the army? Oh, that's great. Whoever this Huh? Tepe, what are you doing? Might I ask who?
VIP guests of Her Excellency, that's who.
Oh, really? Wait, so are you the new recruit everyone's been talking about? Strength of 20 men, splits an arrow in twain from 100 paces, skin as hard as diamond.
Seriously? What is going on with these rumors?
You've come a long way. I'm sure you must be here on pressing business, so, Your Excellency, I'll take my leave.
Your Excellency, I couldn't help but overhear.
Not long ago, someone wrote to me saying that they wish to support the Watatsu. Thanks to them, we can finally start recruiting troops on the scale we need to openly confront the Shogun's army on the front. I am not without my doubts about the whole affair. But Watatsumi Island, the sender's conditions were also reasonable. They simply ask whatever other motives they may have, we are at least aligned on this. Naturally, we shouldn't let our guard down. If you discover...
Your Excellency? Does this mean that the food at the front line is gonna get any better? I was at the...
Don't worry. I've already made arrangements for that.
That's fantastic!
I understand how hard it's been on everyone. The Resistance Army's rations have barely changed at all. I will discuss this with the Logistics Division However, our supplies are still limited. When will the Vision Hunt decree finally end? That's the question. And I'm afraid the mere existence of the Vision Hunt decree is baffling. The Tenryou Commission's zealous support for the decree seemed to come out of nowhere, and the Shogun seems completely indifferent to the... I suspect the Vision Hunt decree won't end until these mysteries are solved. Now, Traveler, to confirm, knowing the current situation facing Watatsumi Island and the Resistance... Good. Then here is your assignment. I hereby appoint you as captain of the Watatsumi Island Special Operations Unit, Swordfish 2.
Whoa, what? Swordfish 2? Is this the same sword? It's hard enough getting into a special ops unit at the bottom rung, let alone jumping to captain in one fell swoop.
Although this appointment breaks with convention, I firmly believe... Great! So when do we take up our post? The members of Swordfish 2 are currently on standby in a valley to the southwest. Ronin have been causing trouble down there lately. I have already written your appointment letter, which you'll need to show them on arrival. The Special Ops Unit comprises Watatsumi Island's elite soldiers. They can...
What about me, Your Excellency? I want to make a contribution to the Resistance...
Of course. I'll arrange something and brief...
All right! One successful operation coming right up!
Okay, sure. Well, be careful out there. Don't push yourself too hard. Well, Traveler, let's move out.
Ah, you must be the new captain of Swordfish 2. Your reputation precedes you. And the appointment letter is all...
About what?
I'll be straight with you. I want to know whether you...
You mean, like...
Normally, a duel would be the quickest way to settle the question. But this time, we're stationed here because of all the Ronin causing trouble in these parts. If you can get...
All right, let's show 'em what you're made of.
Solidify! I will have order!
Shut up!
Okay, seems like you can hold your own. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kotoku. I now formally cede the position of captain to you. Swordfish 2 awaits...
There are 2 hard-hit areas. This was one of them, but thanks to you, this area is not... That said, the ones over there are tougher. And there's...
You got that right. Watatsumi Island is busy fighting with...
Whirling snow!
Excellency, what is she trying to communicate?
Stabilize!
Yeah!
There's so many of them!
That's not even all of them. They have 2... Whichever camp we attack, it's the Ronin in the other 2 camps that'll cause us issues. But Captain, that would put... If we spread our troops too thin, we...
Yep, the Traveler eats amateurs like...
All right then. We'll deal with them all...
Let's get down to
Stabilize!
Embrace the ice! Beg for mercy!
To the ferry? Finally, I to the ferry? No.
Shut up! Flood of frost!
Fall before me!
Rack and ruin!
This isn't over! You win! Twice. Yes.
That should be the last of them. You didn't get hurt, did you? Cool.
Captain!
Captain, the other two camps have been cleared. The entire rear...
Great! We solved the Ronin problem. But what's next?
Finally, we got it done. These Ronin have been bugging me for ages, but Kotoku...
What? No way could you have taken them down without the new captain.
Oh, come on.
Hey, cut the attitude! These guys, honestly, forget them.
How was it? Did your initiation go smoothly? I'm sure you're playing it down, but with your level of ability, I'm sure it was a walk in the park. Since you're back, I take it that the Ronin...
You bet! We sure showed them who's boss!
Good. Now we just need to make sure Okubo keeps a close watch. Thank you. I believe in rewarding merit, so you will be compensated for your hard work. I gave him an assignment. He's taking part in a surprise. He expressed a desire to be on the front line. So now, speaking of assignments...
A special mission?
Yes. In between Watatsumi Island and Tarasuna, there are some ruins relating to a god who fell in the ark recently, however. Supplies stored there, stranger still. The Resistance army passed by and reported they found no signs of danger. It's not urgent, so there is no need to leave immediately. When Teppei returns, you can catch up with him.
Is Teppei really gonna be... He has a tendency to dive into action without thinking things through.
Long time no see. So, how's Swordfish 2 treating you? Getting along okay? Well, you're in luck, because raising their pay will boost morale, while giving them a few bounties will act...
Wow. Where'd
I read it in a novel from the Yai Publishing House. It was a long time ago. You wouldn't believe how many dongo it took to...
You're seriously gonna use a novel to tell people how to run an army?
Ha! That's where you underestimate me. That's right. I'm learning military management. You'd better believe it. Thanks to my outstanding achievements in the recent naval battle, it's a brand new unit. Herring 1. What do you think? Pretty awesome, right? I spoke to Her Excellency, and she says our uniforms are in production. Let's go collect them together once they're ready. Oh, I can't wait to put... Everything's going...
Will Paimon get a uniform too?
Of course. You're a recognized member of the what?
Yippee!
Captain, a new assignment has come in.
Thank you, soldier. I'll be there on the double. You'd better watch out, partner. At the...
Ha! In your dreams, miss...
I wouldn't be so confident if I were you. I'm at the top of my...
Paimon's so surprised that Teppei's been made a put... Let's take a break, then go check out these art... This should be the place. But Dr. O'Neill is right. It doesn't look like anything suspicious is going on. Could they be hiding? Let's see what we can find. These electro monuments look a little suspicious.
Illusion shattered!
The threads of your fate lie in my...
Yikes! A huge molecule! Was it drawn out by the electro energy?
Shine down!
Phew! As monsters go, that one was pretty... It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh?
Wow. I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by.
Are you alright there, bud?
I'm fine. It's nothing. On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate. If there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero.
Pepe, don't you...
Now that you mention, it could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far away.
Urabashi? Who's...
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Ah! It's a gigantic snake skeleton!
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi and the Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed...
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one?
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but when Orobashi attacked civilization, Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt decree, alright, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so you should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't... Hey, don't...
Pepe's sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogun. Let's report back to Kokomi. Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here too! What happened?
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these...
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro...
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated... I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt decree.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret... Goro, have you managed to acquire one?
Well, most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still,
Do you know something about this?
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to... All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for...
Wait a second. Speaking of... No! Let's go...
Oh, just a moment. Let me get up. Oh, right. Yeah, fighting shoguns. If only I were stronger still. They gave it to me. Delusion. So, what? Gosh, I've been getting. At first, I'd find this is a real shame. Guess I didn't. Hey, when our uniforms are ready, grab 'em. What's that look for? Don't worry, partner.
Tepe! Hey, where are you going? Hey!
How's Tepe's condition? I have put out the order to seize. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, sadly.
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated... The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though.
Okay. I'll leave you to... This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. What are your thoughts? No, it's too dangerous. The Sakoku decree is still in force. So they're deluged to organize an operation of this scale. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusion... It's dangerous to go alone.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when... If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plan...
Very true. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the... Not many places meet these criteria. And if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into... I'm not going to stop you. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you, too.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
Kamisato Ayaka.
Solidify!
My apologies! Illusion shattered! for mercy.
Come at me! Don't be a killjoy!
Crush.
You've only just begun! Looks like
Order guide you. Solidify.
I must collect myself, Wyatt.
What the potions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now where have I seen that? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Conjure Commission
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Resistance. Shine.
More speed.
Solidify.
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We'd better watch our step or we might get hit.
Shine down.
Stabilize. Gather! Stabilize! Solidify!
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers! You'll never get out of here alive!
Eye for an eye.
Now this idiot must have a death wish! Don't be intimidated! Lord Harbinger will be here soon! Feel slow!
Transgression!
Gather!
This is your majesty's out of my sight!
This body belongs to ice.
you actually managed to find this place. Congratulations. Barely 2 words in, and you already look like you want me dead. Oh, so that's what... I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to... I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? You're getting all worked up over nothing. You've changed. You're getting...
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. Ellie, do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world, trading their life for some...
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind...
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of... Eternity stretches things out over a long time. But each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now, just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more...
Hey, calm down! No!
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Okay, that's positive. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something.
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, people show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things, and this is a human society. At the moment, anyway. Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer? Well, maybe you should be worrying less. Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place with their stronghold exposed. I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and... I must say, I would relish the... Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love...
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the...
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the... And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting. The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The truth is, you want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The key is that the plane of euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden.
So this is your plan? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by...
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of euthymia is a space where only she is, that you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because...
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, your existence is more than just an opportunity.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
Gonna do it here? And what's this?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance. And the aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks, since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already.
Gather! Solidify! Stabilize! Solidify! Gather! Gather!
What's stopping you?
Solidify! I will have order! Solidify!
get down to
Solidified!
business.
There's more! Gather!
What a workout! So how come you know so much about the Raiden Shogun?
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Arc.
What? Like Dvalin is to Barbados?
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form. In your dreams.
Huh.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore. A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult. You know, A never said goodbye to me before. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain... I have chosen the latter because... if stubbornly isolating her, then my duty as her eternal servant is to drag her back out of her own head and into the
Aw, Miko.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly... Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for
There's a part 2?
Emergency countermeasures aren't my...
Shudder!
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Beg for mercy. Shudder! Vengeance will be mine!
You did quite admirably. I could...
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden?
How do I put this?
Wait, what? So all of...
You are the most important part of the plan. Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army, and considering even their visions have been taken from them.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler...
I don't mean to belittle them. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because they're in short, if everything goes according to plan. Oh, goodness, is that the time?
All of the sudden, you're entertaining guests?
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. Before one makes a plan, what is...
Don't know.
You must understand, the Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing... Yes, this is the... Now, we also know that every aspect of the...
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions would veto its...
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions are... Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist... Unfortunately, given that said antagonist...
So, what should we...
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is... to...
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything...
When I say if we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun. I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when they don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now.
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
It seems that you're forgetting. Use of force here is strictly forbidden.
Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a...
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also...
You're the same as ever, Kujo-san.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate...
Even though she will one day... see...
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course.
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless...
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell...
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma and your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission. They're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the...
You're saying the Kujo clan...
Yes, that's exactly what...
Guji-ai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard... He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun, how could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever, and so it falls to me to place the truth before you.
3 days? I'll be here. But if he will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days.
That was so scary! But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal.
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because...
Not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to be...
Okay, but what are we gonna do, though?
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now...
Tanuki just turned... What's going on?
Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll...
Is this the professional you were talking... She doesn't look very professional at all.
She is a member of the
Wow, a ninja? So was that one of...
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us. Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought you... For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of... But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Now you're following. The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But don't forget, we're on a tight schedule.
You there? It's us! We're back!
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come up?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me.
I see. You have been... I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now...
what do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt Decree poses no threat.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official... It's heavily guarded too. Even with...
If only there was a way we could distract the guard...
Yoimi is...
That's a very Thomas, but it's a reasonable one. The statue of the Omni... While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the
Great! It feels like I'm... It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now, I've honestly... Oh man, I want to go...
Poor Tom.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you...
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find you...
Time to scout.
Yoimiya! We need an extra large firework. You sure? As it happens, I made this but it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test. Don't forget, move well. Don't worry. We'll give it a try. Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for night.
You!
Oh no! Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. We need to get rid of them, or I won't after I get the document. Let's meet back at Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me. Is this, Anyway, let's make our way to the set.
Anything happened to the statue?
More speed. Well, how did it go? Well done. Let's wait.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little... I feel so dizzy. Everyone is spinning. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about. Here you go.
My lady, what are we looking?
This sealed envelope must be an official report. In addition, we have... Of course, it seems that Gujiyaya was right. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to... I will also gather some people to try...
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiyaya.
If Paimon remembers, let's pack up our things.
Lady Guji, here I am.
I knew you would keep your promise after all.
So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping...
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we...
Hand them to Sarah.
What is this? I see this document there. I don't understand. Not a single word. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the utter disregard for human life?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think?
So, the Tenryou Commission?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui...
Well, the things you wanted to see, but surely...
So everything I've ever held on... This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Yep, let's...
Hold on, Traveler. There's something else.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the... You must find a way to recreate... If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of... Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The Omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. If you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you?
Cut it out, Fox Lady! This isn't the time or...
I'm sorry.
You followed me here? Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from... But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter,
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
I must. Who goes there? Soldiers, quick! I've lost. I must withdraw.
Shut up! Quiver!
I must withdraw. I must
brace yourself.
Beg for mercy. Illusion
Don't hold back.
I must withdraw.
Shudder!
Allow me to strike first.
Crush!
I need to train harder.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane?
Master!
Go on, ask him! Don't let him intimidate...
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne, and the...
So this is how my documents went...
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need...
Yes, I have dealings.
He just...
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward for too long the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by... So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of... It appeared to me to be an excellent...
But you worship the Shogun.
Betrayal! The Fatui may think they are using me. When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they... After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden...
Yeah! He doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself.
But Master, ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, but it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop... You hypocrite! Preach...
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo...
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, but I chose to obey the Shogun. for as long as but now I realize that the path of eternity is... So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
Stubborn. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat. A harp.
Senor is the one behind all this? Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo
A diplomat from Snezhnaya. Well...
Sora stormed off! You can say that! Alright then, let's...
The way people charge in here as they please. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signor.
Then I apologize, Almighty. I know. You can't get... Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you... So you came to expose... I'm just a Snezhna...
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things. They were nobodies to begin with, and is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? Almighty Shogun. Do correct me if I... That's ancient history. You that Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as... Before you go saying something you can't take, charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecture, I'm not sure you realize quite how much...
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation... You are aware that...
Traveler!
Then I will A lesson on Harbinger power and elegance? As you wish. Shudder!
Torn to oblivion!
Sakura swirl! Detestable! Crush! You've got some nerve laying your hands on me! Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler! You have reason to be afraid.
Beg for mercy. More speed.
Shudder! Crush!
Solidify!
The pale flame smolders! Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering! In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated! Immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it?
Beg for mercy.
Stabilize!
More speed. Crush!
Must burn!
Solidify!
Shudder! More speed. Beg for mercy.
Who dares call me a witch? So strong, but how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. Swear, if you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Senora is gone! She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the nosies? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up! Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of— Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me. If so, then you underestimate me. Not so. Only everything that pertains to the Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, individual ambition is— What you might not realize is that all too often— Consider this. No one will— Rather, those who have lost their lives are the one— Traveler, your existence— There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What— That's right. Huh. Anyway, you're looking for a chance— So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity— Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, traveler? Evasion is futile.
Shudder! Freeze to the core!
Instabilities will be removed. Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Order guide.
Your verdict is decided.
Beg for mercy.
All will be severed.
Vengeance will be mine. Eye for an eye.
Gather.
Without yearning, all returns to silence.
Crush.
Gather.
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people? And in the past, these ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can... Is this the lesson you learned from your journey? There are nations where humans cast their... So are we to just abandon the notion of...
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can... Eternity. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every thunder sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change. I wonder what lost.
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise.
But what your people need from you is not your promises.
Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. But I have experienced it all.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate.
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, it must have been terribly lonely here.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You are obviously lonely. And yet, for the sake of eternity, you choose to tell me this. Why is the sky here that this is your plane of euthymia? It's your so it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. But I have so much to say to you.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory, so it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Seeing you again.
Since you are willing to admit that.
What a childish conversation. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will... But, with regards to eternity...
You are the one who's been... As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of you? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. So maybe the reason Yaimiko...
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler.
You literally told us to come meet!
I was
Seems like someone's in...
Catching up with an old friend I hadn't... By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne with a Fatui Harbinger. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means... Still, you did end up victorious.
Sure feels good. They caused plenty of trouble along the way.
Wait a second. Did you... As in, the little thing that looks some...
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosi's belong to this...
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to... I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for... After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had... As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has... Thus the Gnosis became not only useless... Is that not a good bargain? Exchanging it for the one at the core? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your... As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any question. What would you like to know about? That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps still, there's one other thing on this... Before A began modifying her own godly form...
So, you mean there are 3 right?
No, The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only... Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his...
Not the...
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype. The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken...
What the... What a...
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was one...
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball...
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were two twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or Shadow Warrior. In other words, Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was... As far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her...
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now.
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was... she was a gentle god.
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her... That's good to hear. Otherwise...
Don't worry, we aren't looking to...
As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it, and I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my... After leaving Inazuma,
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of...
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, but their obsession gives rise to some truly... In Sumeru, knowledge is holistically...
Knowledge is a...
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru... I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best. Are you sure? Okay then. Keep it safe. There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off...
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. I see. But your ambition should be something that transcends the world below. And perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition... Continue on your journey, and...